Hey Steeler fans, I'm Thomas Mott. Welcome to today's Steelers Talk video. Before we get started, a lot of interesting news and rumors here. Go ahead and subscribe to our channel for more videos. We know thousands of you guys are watching each video, and yet we're still trying to get to 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 subscribers. So, if you guys like the content, you guys have been watching the past couple of days, past couple of weeks, really go down below and hit that big red subscribe button. All right, I jumped into the latest Pittsburgh Steelers news and rumors here today on a Friday, and there is a very interesting one we need to start off with, and that is the benching of Big Ben. You say, Thomas, the Steelers aren't benching Big Ben. I'm going to tell you, no, they're not. However, on ESPN's Get Up on Thursday, of course, the ESPN program, the Mike Greenberg one, I'm sure you've seen it, Mike Tannenbaum came on and caused quite the stir by predicting that Big Ben will be terrible this year and that the Steelers will have to bench him by midseason, which... what do you want to say to that? That's crazy talk. But Tannenbaum doubled down and was very adamant on the fact that it's going to be a benching in Pittsburgh, which means I guess either Dwayne Haskins or Mason Rudolph would take over as starting quarterback. I mean, listen, we know Big Ben struggled heavily down the stretch in 2020, but they still won the division and had chances to win in the divisional round against the Cincinnati Bengals, against the Cleveland Browns. So, a hot take here, let's just say, by Mike Tannenbaum. And let's go ahead and go to the quote here. Here's exactly what he said, which to me is a little ridiculous. I'll throw it up on the screen. Again, this is yesterday on Get Up. Quote, "He's going to be bad. I expect him to be benched by the middle of the season. When I was with the Jets and the Dolphins, Ben Roethlisberger was a big, physical, get the ball down the field quarterback. Stats don't always paint the picture, but in 2015, Rodgers was third in the NFL in yards per pass attempt. Last year, at 38 years old, he was 31st. He just checked the ball down," end quote. Okay, we'll react to that here. 1 second first. I want your reaction. Grade the take here. Grade Tannenbaum's take. A, B, C, D, or F. I mean, this has got to be an F, right? And we're going to break down exactly why it's an F, at least why I think it's an F. But give me your grade on the Tannenbaum take right now down below. Goodness gracious, what a take on Get Up, on their primetime morning show. An absolute crazy take. First off, before I give you my thoughts here, I want to show you what Steelers fan _ said on Twitter. I think he summed it up very, very well. A lot of Steelers fans were coming to defense of Big Ben. This was one of the better responses I saw. Quote, "At this rate, all Ben has to do is have an average season to shut up half of the national media. With Fitchner gone, I don't see why anyone expects him to have a huge drop-off after a decent 2020 when O-line, wide receivers, tight ends, and running backs stunk. Nowhere else to go but up at those positions," end quote. Now, first off, it's not like Big Ben had a terrible year. I mean, even statistically wise, right? Now, you watch him with the eye test, and there were a lot of missed throws and a lot of, I think, bad games that he did have, especially in the second half of 2020, but statistically, still pretty good. 65.5% completion percentage, almost 4,000 yards, 33 touchdowns, 10 picks. I mean, if he duplicates that this year, the Steelers are going to again be a double-digit win for a football team and probably competing for the top spot in the AFC North. I mean, I don't understand why you could even begin to say he was so bad last year that he's going to be even worse this year. And also, and I want to back up to the Steelers fan here, my take on this is very simple. The Steelers got better this year. They got much better this offseason. They had upgrades at the running back spot. They have upgrades to the offensive coordinator. That's very important. And I think that they did a good enough job to go ahead and solidify the offensive line as well. I mean, it's great defense overall. The wide receivers are going to be a year wiser, and you hope that Claypool and Johnson and those guys are going to be able to go ahead and make another step forward. Again, the addition of Najee Harris is going to go a very, very long way. Ben has to be decent, but Ben does not have to be 2015 world beater Ben Roethlisberger. Just be what he did last year, but a little better decision-making, especially later on, and maybe put the football down the football field a little bit more, and the Steelers are going to be a double-digit win football team, like I said, as they were in 2020. Here's the real problem with Tannenbaum's argument, is that they're going to bench Big Ben. That means one of these two quarterbacks in Mason Rudolph, who we've seen play starting quarterback and it's not that great, or Dwayne Haskins, who we've seen play quarterback and is really not that great, would take over. So it would literally take, I mean, you gotta think about this scenario. It would literally take Ben Roethlisberger and the Steelers being so incredibly bad that midway through the season they go, you know what, let's make a change to Dwayne Haskins, or let's go to Mason Rudolph. And again, I don't think Mason Rudolph is a terrible backup quarterback, and Mason, of course, has been working towards becoming the starter once Big Ben eventually retires, probably the end of this season. But still, neither one of these guys, to me, at their best, is even close to Ben Roethlisberger at 50, 60, 70%. So I'm out on this hot take. It obviously is a hot take. I don't see them benching Big Ben. It would take a disastrous 4, 5, 6, 7 game stretch to start the season for it to happen. And of course, I think the Steelers are way too talented to have that happen at all during the year. I'll ask you guys this, though. Who finishes the season at quarterback 1? Let me know what you guys think. Type Ben down below, or B down below for Ben. Type O down below for other, and that would be Mason Rudolph or Dwayne Haskins. Give me your thoughts down below. I mentioned earlier, we're trying to go ahead and get to 2,500 subscribers. And again, like 10,000 of you guys are watching these videos. Like a lot of people have not subscribed yet. We need you guys to help. More subscribers, more videos. We're doing about 2 videos a week now. I want to bump that up to 3 or 4 if we get more subscribers here. So help us by going down below and hitting that red subscribe button. We're at 2,331. We're trying to get all the way up to close to hopefully 2,500 here by next week. All right, let's jump into some more Pittsburgh Steelers news and rumors here. And I want to at least address this because Steelers fans are talking about this on the blog sites and Twitter. And even though there's no actual legit reporting regarding Pittsburgh and this player, the idea of trading for N'Keal Harry has been bounced around there, and we need to break that down here for you on today's video. So first off, just so you are up to date, the Patriots 2019 32nd overall pick in the NFL draft, N'Keal Harry, who was a beast in college. I mean, absolute monster. And we thought the Patriots had just drafted like the next great deep threat for New England. He didn't turn out to be that good. He's been a bust so far in the NFL, and apparently he's told his agent he wants to be traded, and his agent has released a statement showing that they want to go ahead and get out of the New England Patriots in order to go ahead and have a change of scenery and hopefully a revitalized career. So the question now becomes, should the Steelers make a call? Well, let's read the statement first by Jamal Tucson, who was N'Keal Harry's agent. Throw it up on the screen right now. Quote, through 2 seasons, he had 86 targets, which obviously hasn't met the expectations of the Patriots, and N'Keal had when they drafted a dominant down-the-field threat who was virtually unstoppable at the point of attack in college. Side note, this is clearly an agent speaking, and so you understand the bloviation here. Following numerous controversies or conversations with the Patriots, I believe it's time for a fresh start and best for both parties if N'Keal moves on before the start of training camp. That's why I've informed the Patriots today. I'm requesting a trade on behalf of my client, end quote. So there you go. It's a little interesting in terms of the fact that he does want out of there and that they're going to try and make a trade between now and the start of training camp, which is like 3 weeks away. So you got to get a trade going pretty quickly. ESPN's Jeremy Fowler, a noted Steeler, who did a lot of Steeler stuff in the past, now just an NFL senior reporter, had this to say on Twitter, quote, talked to league exec who estimates N'Keal Harry will be worth a conditional 6th-round pick. Teams expected to have interest. Harry will be looking for offense to utilize as contested catch guy, size and strength in red zone and deep. Speed, precision offense is probably not for him. So a conditional 6th-round draft pick is pretty darn cheap, and I am very fine if the Pittsburgh Steelers wanted to go ahead and make this trade. Really, any NFL team that needs a wide receiver, to me, has got to make a phone call for N'Keal Harry. We'll ask, though, the Steeler fans, should they trade for N'Keal Harry? Type T down below for trade, or type P down below for pass. I want to get your guys' thoughts on that one. Again, a 6th-round draft pick, not bad overall. The problem is, and this is why he's worth a 6th-round draft pick, is the numbers, right? Very little targets in 2019, did virtually nothing. 12 catches for $105 and 2 touchdowns. Goes to show that most rookie wide receivers not named Chase Claypool don't have a very good job or a very good easy time in the National Football League year 1. Year 2, a little better, double the numbers, but still, this is a 1st-round draft pick, not a 6th-round draft pick, and so 309 yards and 2 touchdowns is just not going to go ahead and cut it at the wide receiver position. Now, the argument against getting a guy like Harry is that the Steelers' depth chart is pretty darn good. We know this, right? They have Juju, they have Claypool, they have Johnson and Washington. Those are all kind of be the consensual 4 wide receivers that they're going to have. How many more will they keep? Maybe McLeod, maybe White. And now you bring in Harry, and he dominates. He becomes the 1st-round draft pick you expected him to be, and then obviously it's fine. But I think right now Pittsburgh will probably pass. That way they don't have to avoid paying his salary and don't have to give up a draft pick, even though it's only a 6th-round draft pick. Like that's the part that keeps getting me, because Fowler says it's only a 6th-round draft pick, and I go, what's a 6th-round draft pick really in the National Football League? Like a 2nd or 3rd, big time. 6th-round draft pick, it's pretty cheap. It's pretty cheap overall. We'll see. Again, we'll keep you guys up to date on this story right now. As of today, in filming this, Harry remains a Patriot. All right, I want to end on a fun story here, really quick. So we got to give a shout out to T.J. Watt, who not only is about to get a $29 million contract, or $29 million a year contract. It's going to be a massive contract. We've talked about that. But he got engaged to his longtime girlfriend, who I'm blanking on her name right now. Danny Rhodes, that is her name. Yes, Danny Rhodes, who plays for the University of Wisconsin and graduated this past year. She's a soccer player. She is now engaged to TJ Watt. He said the tweet, I'm the luckiest man in the world. That got about 22,000 likes on Twitter. So congratulations to Mr. TJ Watt. Apparently it's in the Watt family, right? They just all date soccer players. Because isn't JJ Watt's wife, I think she was a soccer player at Houston, I think. I don't know. Either way, congrats to TJ Watt. He is officially engaged. So he has going to be having a wife, and I'm going to be having a brand new contract, which is great as well. So thumbs up down below to give a little a love towards the newest member of the Watt family, and Danny, as she will be, I'm sure, getting married here pretty darn soon at a very nice wedding overall. All right, ultimate for today here. Oh, actually, sorry. So yeah, spam congrats down below in the comment section for TJ Watt getting engaged. Thumbs up and spam congrats, because you get a little both there. We're pumped for our boy here and getting officially engaged over the weekend. All right, ultimately for today here on our Steelers Talk YouTube channel. Make sure you guys are subscribed. Plenty more videos coming up in the next couple of days and weeks. Keep up to date as we get closer and closer to the start of training camp, which is going to be here before you know it. Again, Thomas Mott for Steelers Talk, signing off for the rest of your day.